Zerg vs. Zerg. Dark was mentioning he might play some Terran, but I guess he has decided against it. Here we go. Mixu at the top spot in Scrap Station, and Dark on the right. If you guys don't remember this map, Scrap Station, one of the original maps in StarCraft 2. Absolutely insane. Definitely... Oh, okay. So maybe he'll play some Terran on some other maps. Yeah. Very, 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 very close by air. Zerg vs. Zerg in this, I mean, it's mostly the same. Yeah, what else do you say? It's mostly the same as Zerg vs. Zerg is nowadays. Obviously, late game is not Viper Lurker. Mutas can still be very strong, but they don't heal as quickly, obviously. Ling Bane, very strong. Scrap Station is super wide open at the natural, so Ling Bane will probably be the go-to here, especially with how far those paths are. I'm remembering back to some really epic games on this map. I remember once I was playing Protoss here against a Terran player, and the guy brought a bunch of Banshees in through my back, and I had some High Templars there waiting to feedback them, but then he cloak, uncloak, cloak, uncloak, cloak, uncloak, and just zapped all their energy out instantly. So my feedbacks didn't do anything. I got fucking wrecked by the Banshees. And I was like, well, I can't even be mad. That was really smart. So, both sides going for a fast expansion. Damn, good thing about that guy 15 years ago. Yeah, pretty much. Has it been 15 years now? Holy crap. Holy crap. Okay, anyways. Yeah, Scrap Station has a lot of, like, rock paths. Dude, this map was so much fun when the game first came out. The more I'm thinking about it. Nowadays, like, you can't play a map like this. Just imagine if you played this map in the modern day right now. First off, you couldn't even expand. But then also, you couldn't do anything else because you get dropped instantly. It would be crazy. Dark actually going for 3 base. Wild. All right. Double gas down here for Mixu. Okay, that's interesting. Wow. Mr. Gas over here. The fuck is he gonna do with that much gas? Like, what is he doing with this much gas? I honestly don't know. I want to know. Why is he getting 3 gases? He doesn't even have enough drones. Half of his drones have to be mining gas at this point. What? There must be some big brain plan here from Mixu. Like some sort of weird muta build. He's only got 1 drone on that gas? This can't be good. So is he just like, yeah, I'm just going to go mutas instantly? The problem is you don't have a good spot for defense here on 2 base. Like, Dark's build actually makes more sense even though that 3rd base is a million miles away. Because at least he can have 1 central defense for all of his bases. You can't really do that here. Like, I guess maybe you could spread creep way out towards the 3rd and do it there. But, like, you need a natural that defends your main ramp. Like, that's one of the balancing forces in StarCraft. It's like Ling speed on the way for Dark as well as a Baneling Nest. I feel like he should be able to just overwhelm. Maybe if Mixu goes for just, like, Banelings defensively... Maybe there's a chance to hold on if Dark puts on the aggression. Okay, so obviously he's going to start a Spire really quickly. There's a Spire. Dude, I literally think Dark's just about to win this game. I think he's going to send Lings over and Mixu's just going to die. This is one of the most crazy greedy things I've ever seen. You know, you're so close by the main bases. I totally understand why you would want to... Oh, he's hiding a Bane too. Why you would want to go for Mutas quickly. But like, look at this. He's got like so little defense. Okay, the Baneling in the main base, if it just detonates on the drones, what are you gonna do? Oh, I'm surprised he's using it that way. I thought for sure he'd try to run it in and detonate on drones. Anyways, Ling Bane just coming in, and Mixu has almost nothing. He is making a lot of Lings and some Spines now. You know, maybe he'll just barely survive this and get enough mutas out to actually have some counterplay. Doesn't look likely. GG. Okay, yeah, that was like, I don't... Optimistic. It was optimistic.
What? Itano Circus cheered. X300 in 1v1 Pokemon. The metagame for a given release continues to evolve even after new releases come out. Do you expect we will see the same thing in Wings of Liberty?
You probably would if a lot of people played it still. I think that's like kind of a natural thing, that metagame should always evolve, because that's like, if there's enough things in the game where something isn't just completely 100% busted, the metagame should continue to evolve. That just kind of makes sense, right? I'm surprised people play the older releases still. I wonder what like the best one was. Certainly wasn't fucking Red and Blue, man. Fucking Mewtwo beats everything in that release. Holy shit. Gen 4 or Gen 5? I honestly don't know. If you put a gun to my head, I'm not sure what that means. Like, I know that that's how they refer to things, Gen 4, Gen 5 type thing, but I couldn't tell you what Pokemon were in it. I did watch a few videos. I remember last time I was really sick, I watched some of that Wolfie, some of his videos, and I was like, damn, there's like a lot to this. This is pretty cool. That was a couple years ago. Okay, here we go, guys. Game number 2 coming up. All right, down here in the bottom right, we have Mixu playing Zerg on Ohana, and we have Dark choosing to play some Protoss. He's going to mix it up for us a little bit, try to make this an interesting series. I think that's a good thing. Mixu doesn't really stand a chance against Dark in Zerg vs. Zerg, so this should make it a bit more fun. Let's see what Dark has planned for him here. Now, Dark did play some during Wings of Liberty, but I don't even know who he was back then. I'm told he actually played Terran. And I think he was just like a very amateur player or something like that. He was Slayer's Dark. Well, I kind of recall him being Slayer's Dark, but I recall him playing Zerg. So I figured that was before that he was a Terran player, so. Okay, anyways. I think. Yeah. Yeah, no, he said he did start Terran in Slayers, then swapped Zerg. Okay, well, I never saw any of his Terran games. I remember him playing Zerg in Slayers. So, thank you, Mapu, for the little update. I guess before he got any pro matches or something, he was trying out Terran. Anyways, yeah. Gonna try a little bit of a pylon block there. A little bit annoying there for Mixu to deal with. A lot of damage on that probe. Dark will get it out. Yeah, he switched to Protoss to make it closer for us, to have a closer match. Mixu is a good player, but he's just not Dark's level. Like, honestly, if you look at the tournament bracket, probably the only person that could have really maybe given Dark a little bit of a run for his money probably be like Gerald. Gerald is probably the second best player in the tournament, but he ended up losing to Mixu, as we saw. So, and really, you don't expect Gerald to beat Dark, although, you know, sometimes he picks up some big wins against the Koreans. Yeah, actually, Ruff was the closest to beating Dark. That's actually 100% true. I love it. Okay, so Probe is having to try to escape here. As we get back here, there is going to be a photon cannon ready to push these Lings away. Turns around, doesn't lose anything. Very nice. Third hatch is on the way. I wonder how Dark is going to want to play this. There's a funny thing about people playing their off races where you generally get them. People will generally play their off race in a way that they find to be abusive. I definitely know that's true for me. Like, I just go Nexus first every time I play Protoss against Terran. Or Proxy Gates, right? It's that type of thing, and you see that a lot. So you'll see what someone thinks is strong, because that's how they'll play the race. So what is it that Dark is going to look at and say, okay, this is what I want to do? Something to note, we haven't seen any Phoenixes tonight. We definitely have seen some Voids. Ah, the Robo, of course. So maybe going to be like a force field, immortal type opener. So the Overlord flying up does spot that Robo. It'd be interesting to see what he wants to do because of spotting that Robo. I think the proper play here is to macro up really, really quickly. Get as many drones out as you can while your opponent kind of builds into the army that they want to attack with. Get the creep spread out a little bit and try to actually engage in areas where the force fields won't completely destroy you. I think that's probably the way. So gates being added here by Dark. Roachwarren as well as Lair. Now, I hope for Mixu's sake that he does not try to go Spire here. He has enough gases that I could see him trying to do it. But if I recall correctly, if this push is well executed by Dark, which we have to assume it will be, mutas are generally too slow to stop it. Because as they start to get the battle into their favor, they can just add units that shoot up. Just like throw down a lot of stalkers at that point. Now this is going to be a 3 immortal push with a good 6 gates. Probably kill his own forge off if I had to guess. Observer on the way. Okay. It's going to need to get the prism too, obviously. This is going to be a scary push indeed. Oh, is he just going to kill the rocks? Okay, yeah, that, I guess he could. I feel like I would just kill the forge. Get out of there immediately. You don't want to miss your timing here. Oh, he might... Okay, so he's actually just going to... He's going to just pop everything out with the prism. It definitely does slow it a little bit, but it, you know, it keeps you from those counterattacks being as scary. Slow them down quite a bit by still having your forge there. Takes time though, right? Like this is slow. Peak wings, this would have really cost you. Look at how slow this is. Hilarious. Parting is turning over in his grave right now. Parting would already have killed the third base. That is a lot of sentries. Holy shit. Well, that is a big counterattack. Look at that. Okay, a couple units do get warped in there. A couple stalkers behind the wall, it looked like. All right, this is just an absurd amount of sentries in here. Mixu might be able to hold this. I think he's done everything very well, and I do think that this was a little bit slow. That's a good area for Dark to go in through. Dude. Okay, that is a hell of a lot of force fields. Holy shit. That was a lot of force fields that he just used. But he still has a lot. He's just made so many sentries. Oh, that was bad. Those were bad force fields right there. The fact that Mixu pulled back and didn't lose anything to 4 more force fields is really, really good for him. He needs to do that several more times, and this army will just fall apart. Like, the force fields are so crucial here. I almost feel like Dark has to back up and expand. This does not look good to me. I don't think he's going to actually be able to break this. Oh, well, Dark, I guess, remembers this strat. What a talented guy. This was the most frustrating thing to play against as a Zerg player back in the day. This is like why the Ravager was invented, basically. All right, in the meantime, he's trying to kill this army. Look at the amount of force fields being spent. So Mixu's going to kill this army, it looks like to me. Yep, he's going to clear this army like pretty damn easily. But does the attack in his main base end up doing enough? Like, he's doing a lot of damage. He's going to kill the lair. He's going to kill the spawning pool. I think the Roach Warren is back there as well. But then what? I guess you just keep making worlds. Oh, it's a... Yeah, it's not the Roach Warren. Just the evolution chamber. You can't really go attack because then he'll come down the ramp, and he actually has a big army. Well, Dark with a lot of counterplay here. Yeah, I think right now Dark is completely fine at home. Like, he's completely safe. And he's kind of controlling what's going on over here. Okay, the burrow is really, really good. Burrow movement. Yeah, that's right. This is one way that we used to deal with the force fields was burrow movement. You get your burrow movement done and you just kind of go under everything. That's right. Damn. So cool. I totally forgot about this being like one of the ways to deal with this. Yeah, Mixu's going to be able to take this game, I think. Because if he kills this and then moves across the map with all of his roaches, how do you get a third base as Dark? Like, maybe you can outscale him with enough immortals. Maybe that's how it is. Maybe that's how it is. Because it is just a 2-base Zerg. You obviously did take a lot of damage, but that is a lot of supply. Obviously a great defensive position here. But that's not an army that's going to take out as many roaches as we see with burrow movement. You know, maybe you get up to 5, 6 immortals where you're literally killing 2 roaches per volley. Okay, then we can talk. By the way, I never liked the change in Wings of Liberty. I understood why they wanted to do it, but the change where they took out a bunch of minerals from a bunch of the patches. I just want to note that this game would basically just be over right now in Legacy because you would just run out of mineral patches at your main and natural. So it's kind of nice that he still actually has an economy he can play with and be on 2 bases longer. And we all know Artosis loves being on 2 bases, guys! All right, Infestor pops out. Ooh, nice. Infestor burrow movement. Nice. A little bit of harassment here with the stalkers. I like it. Always a fan of harassment with units that weren't made for it. Neural on the way. Dude, Dark is playing really nicely. It's funny. His Protoss honestly looks better than Gerald's in Wings of Liberty. Just such a strong player in general. I like the harassment he's putting on. Some good multitask. I am a little bit nervous that he's going to just burrow up, and I believe you can knurl from underground in Wings of Liberty. So if he just burrow movements up and steals every immortal during a fight, the game is going to end. You burrow move forward with the roaches, and you burrow move like under the force fields, and you just steal every single immortal. All right, storm on the way. The infestors going up now. He's looking for a fungal here. He could use infested Terrans too, let's not forget. Infested Terrans were pretty bitchin'. Oh, good fungal though. Those instant fungals. Oof. Oops. So Spire is on the way as well as Hive for Mixu. We might be headed towards Broodlord Infestor. The greatest comp ever. Oh my god, I remember that being one of the uses of Infested Terrans to kill off observers. Oh my god. Totally forgot about that. What an interesting position we're getting into. I think the main problem is going to be that Broodlord Infestor is going to come out, and that's going to be a pain in the ass to deal with. There's no good tools against that in Wings of Liberty, I don't think. You know, I do want to say is like as you start to transition towards like something that might be able to beat Broodlord Infestor, I was always a really big fan of the way that Grubby would trade off his units, because as you build a different composition, you don't want some of these ground pounding units like Immortals anymore. And I remember I thought that Grubby had the best way to do that. And what he would do is he would load up a prism with 2 of his Immortals, like a speed prism, and just bomb in the main base and snipe the Greater Spire. Like, I was a big fan of every time he did that. I was like, every Protoss should do this when they're going for Broodlord, is like, just try to get in there and snipe it. Like, it slows everything so much. It's a great trade of your units. Yeah. Good times, good times. Grubby actually was quite a strong StarCraft 2 player at one point. Some good forest fields there. Kind of holding on, trying to get that fourth base up. Dude, that Prism's still over there with the Stalkers. Mothership on the way. I'm getting a little bit of chills here for the first time tonight. This is actually gearing up to be a really cool game. Look at all the harassment that's going on. Zealots kind of coming in all over the place. The Stalkers actually did a reasonable job. He's just kind of buying some time in here while he's making his mothership. Now, some Broodlords are on the way for Mixu. He's got great creep spread. He's got a good amount of bases, but he loses his hatchery. Okay. Okay. Yeah, actually, it is cold in here. I'm going to turn the heat up. But the game is good as well. So, I think the Archon toilet was patched out by now. I believe so. By the end of Wings. I'm pretty sure that they patched it out, if I'm recalling correctly. This was so long ago, it's hard to remember. Well, here are those Neurals. So, let's see. The Infested Terrans coming up is an issue, but he's storming them really well. Dude! Fucking sick play from Dark. Sick play from Dark. Really dealt with that so nicely. Lots of Archons being made. Let's see if Archon Toilet works. Dude, we're going to see it. Oh my god. If we see an like, I honestly don't recall if they had patched out in Wings of Liberty or not. I thought they had, but maybe they hadn't. Dark definitely remembers it because he's making a lot of Archons. This is our chance, guys. This is our moment. Dark, if he gets an Archon Toilet, I'm going to forget about all of his big tournament wins. This is going to be the most important moment. The Archon Toilet in 2025. Oh my god. Bro, bring your Archons. All right, some good storms. Some good storms. This army is insane as well. Just as a death ball, this army is insane. Look at that thing. Ridiculous. He's got +3 attack, +1 plasma with +2 almost done, +1 armor. Mass Psystorm, Mass Immortals, Mass Archons, Blink Stalkers. Dude, it's a sick army. Absolutely awesome. Are we going to see it? Vortex, let's go. The Fungal's really dealing damage. Oh my god, here we go, here we go! Get those Archons in there! The Fungal's blocking most of the Archons. He should have some Psystorms for them, though. Oh my god! Ah! The Archon Toilet! Oh my god! Oh! After so many years! Oh my god, I got fucking goosebumps! Oh! I think it's time to start the calendar over, okay? This is not 2025 year of our Lord. This is year 1 of our Lord Dark, who did an Archon Toilet in 2025. That was fucking sick. That was sick.
What? Tunga 111 cheered. X300, hey Artie. That's an interesting point about them removing the mineral patches. I bet I know why you're upset about that. Probably because we all know you love being on 2 bases, right guys? Hee 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 hee. Hee hee hee. Hee 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 hee. Hee hee. Hee hee hee
All right, guys. We're going into the next game here. It's going to be on Daybreak. This is going to be map number 3. Dark is going to play Terran this time, which is fantastic. Thank you, Tungar. So Dark going for all 3 races here. Let's see if he's able to win ZVZ, PVZ, and TVZ. All right, that top right, we have Mixu. Bottom left, we have Dark. Terran has been a little bit underperforming tonight, but we didn't have any super high-end guys show up with Terran. We did see Foxer play Terran. I'm trying to think who else was playing Terran tonight. I guess we didn't catch any other games of Terran players. It's been mostly Zerg and Protoss we've been watching. But yeah, the King of Wings was a Terran player indeed. Whew, very excited what we're going to see here from Dark. I love that he gave us an Archon toilet. That felt so good to see that again. No, he doesn't get all top 3 race prizes. Absolutely not. Completely against the intended use. Oh, man. So, I'm trying to think here. Like, TVZ, what we used to see. Honestly, I think it was just mostly, like, Marine, Marauder, Medevac, Tank. Pretty sure, right? I'm trying to remember, like, some epic TVZs we had back then. There was actually a lot of Lingbane Muta back then. I think actually, if I'm recalling correctly, the matchup got a little bit better in Heart of the Swarm. I think it had to do with the Widowmine? Did the Widowmine actually make this matchup a little bit better? Because I think, yeah, there's always been a lot of tension around the 4th base, I guess, in the matchup. I guess we'll see where Dark wants to go. It seems like Dark is going to open up with a little bit of a tech opening here. He's trying to catch an Overlord over here. Going in the wrong direction, though. This Overlord actually sneaking around to a really funny position. That's definitely... That could have been caught by those Marines as well. Who knows? Maybe they'll see it on the way back. He might actually check there. I don't think he can quite kill it now, though. It's a little bit too far away. Yeah, sees it now as it's flying away. So Dark misses his chance for a free Overlord kill. Mixu should be able to pull that down. Yeah. So looks like we will have some Hellions made. All right, so just the Hellions coming over for a little bit of pressure on Mixu here. Can't really imagine too much being done, right? Like, he's forcing some building, so that's good in and of itself. But Mixu's kind of getting a nice economy here to work with as well, which is nice. It's only a single Hellion. Can't expect too much. All right, this little run by Going after the drones. Okay. Okay. Roasting a few. It's funny. He targets the larva. You never see Terran players do that, but Dark seems to think it's good. It's kind of funny. He's actually getting a fair amount of drones here. Damn, man. All right. He's really dealing some damage here. Seriously. Banshee follow-up as well as some more Hellions. Really looking good. Look at that. Only 2 Hellions lost for 11 drones. Really, really nice. Plus a lot of lost mining time. Plus having to cancel some buildings and whatnot. Ouch. The Banshee follow-up's going to be hard for him as well. As long as he doesn't screw up with these Banshees, which I can't imagine he will. Dark is just such a quick player. Like, just needs to make sure he kind of pulls him back, because he's going to have Cloak relatively soon here as well. Oh, dude. Mixu's falling apart, unfortunately. Okay, so Mixu has somehow here 46 drones. That in and of itself is pretty impressive with the amount of damage that he's actually taken so far and the amount of mining time lost. He's done a very good job kind of maintaining. Now, there is one thing. If you go for Hellion Banshee for this long, your actual killing push is really, really slowed down. Because look at how late he's adding these barracks. You know, that's like, we're adding it pretty late. So, yeah, look at that. The 2 A-bays getting started. Generally, when you start 2 A-bays, you're not really going to attack until you have 2-2. So, Mixu has some time to recover from some of this. Although the Banshee's now adding this much more damage is pretty painful as well. Damn, do Banshees have enough range? I can't believe he doesn't have a Spore here. Okay, he GG's. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have anything detection-wise there. And that means that Dark is going to win this with every race. And that does it. Dark is our champion.